What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video on Andrew's Movie Corner. As always, my name is Andrew. Today, I want to be talking about the movie that just came out over the Memorial Day weekend, Brightburn. Now, Brightburn is starring Elizabeth Banks, Jackson Dunn as the boy, and David Denneman as the boy's father. Now, this movie is being billed as the evil Superman, superhero horror. I think that is the most appropriate way to classify this movie as. This movie, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to get into and to see how everything unfolded. Now, I am just going to say, spoilers. This is a spoiler video. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, I guess don't watch or avoid this. Now, Brightburn is the town in which the movie takes place. Now, it's about a mom and dad who have fertility issues, and they can't have a child. When they get married, they try, they can't have the kid. Then, just like the Superman story, a baby in a spaceship crashes on their farm property. They decide to keep it a secret from the boy himself and raise the kid as their own. Now, the kid is normal. He seems normal, seems like a nice kid. And then puberty hits. Now, when puberty hits him, all hell breaks loose. Shit hits the fan. He learns through a series of events that he, in fact, is not of this world. He knows he's different. I mean, his father and mother even talk, and you know he's different right from the beginning of the movie when they say, he's never bled. The scene he's chewing on a fork during breakfast, and the dad takes it out of his mouth. The fork is all bent. So you know right off the bat that he is different. He's not human. He is of this world and an alien. They decided to give that away in the movie right away off the bat. I think they left how evil he becomes for the rest of the movie for shock value. There are scenes that are definitely shocking, especially when he kills his uncle. And the scene is probably the most graphic in the movie. You see his jaw hanging off of his face and body. And the kid basically starts to become evil when puberty hits. This could be a metaphor for puberty itself and the changes one goes through, whether it is a female or male during this time in their life. But him being alien, of course, takes it to another level where he starts changing for the worst. He starts getting these visions, and he finds his spaceship in the barn while he's chanting in this alien language, "Take the world, take the world." Now, you don't know what that means until he starts killing people. I want to say this is a serial killer movie. He becomes a serial killer with superpowers. So you basically got to think, what if Superman came to this earth and instead of doing good and giving in to good, he gave in to his bad side and his urges and becomes a serial killer? That's basically the entire premise of this film. Now, the scenes of him killing people are awesome. His crush's mom, who works in the diner, you see him laser beam the storage room door open and kills her. The uncle, where he lifts the car and he smashes it down to kill his uncle, who was played by the actor who played Badger in Breaking Bad. That was cool to see him. I like that. That was cool. And then, especially when you couldn't possibly think it'll get more twisted, the mom and dad decide to kill him. Now, they decide to kill him, and they make the rational decision to try and kill him. I liked, because with all these other movies like Orphan or The Prodigy, these parents are stupid. I'm sorry, there's no other way to describe this. These parents are stupid. stupid. They, no, not my child. My child's normal. My child's, no, they won't kill people. No, these parents in Brightburn straight up realize my son is a monster. And he's doing these things. With hesitation at first, because it wouldn't be that kind of movie if they just automatically knew. But when they finally decide to kill him, all hell breaks loose. The dad decides to take him hunting. And shoot him in the head. We see him shoot him in the head, and the bullet bounces off, not even leaving a nick. Brandon, who is the boy, retaliates and isn't too happy about that. I don't think any of us would be happy if one day your dad was like, hey, let's go hunting, but secretly I'm going to shoot you in the head. So he laser beams his eyeballs to kill the dad and leaves him in the woods. The mom, realizing her son did this, is calling the police as Brandon in the scene is tearing through the house, flying around, ripping the walls open, destroying everything in his path. And the mom realizes the spaceship was the only thing that cut him. She goes to try and get a shard from the spaceship, and as they hug, she says, I just want you to do good. Now, the thing that bothered me is the kid just says, I want to do good, Mom. I do. You never really see him do good in the movie. So I don't know if that was like a ploy, lying to his mom or whatnot, but that was the only issue I had with that line where he's saying, I want to do good, I do. And you never see him do good in any of the movies, even when he's by himself. He's stalking his crush, the girl from school, and he's looking at mutilated corpses under his bed as a form of pornography. So he never really does do any good. But when she goes to stab him, he catches her, flies her right up, past the clouds, hundreds and hundreds of feet high, and drops Elizabeth Banks' character to her death. Now, I thought it was over. I thought it would end there. And then he's high enough where he's at plane altitude. And you see a jetliner coming towards him, and he flies into the jetliner and kills everybody on board. Obviously, it's a movie, so you know the plane crash lands in his front yard and the house, killing everybody. And the movie ends just like all these creepy kid movies do, where you know he's alive, no one knows it was him who did it, so you think he's going to be okay, and life will go on for him. But then the end credits scene happens, which was awesome, where you see him destroying Brightburn and killing everybody, starting wildfires, ripping through an office building like it was paper, leaving his symbol, which is actually his initials, backwards B and a forward B, to form that creepy symbol in crop circles. He's going all out ape shit. The movie itself, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. It sets up a franchise in the making. Could we have a sequel? I personally would love to see one. I thought Jackson Dunn, who played Brandon, the kid, did an awesome job. I've never seen him in any of the movies, so I don't know if this was his first movie. If it was, bravo to you, because you nailed this. Elizabeth Banks was awesome as a mom. She's always good. I do like her as an actress. Some roles are but she's overall good. The dad, David Denham, the actor who plays him, was perfect. The couple, you feel like they're a real couple going through this trauma about their son, and it feels real, so you get invested in them. That's the kind of movie I like. That's the kind of movie we want to see. The special effects, phenomenal. I believe the budget for this movie was only $7 million, and it looks like it was much more than that just with the special effects. Very impressive to see what they pulled off with just $7 million. Very impressive. Of course, James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy, executive producer, he knew what he was doing behind this. I hope there's a franchise with this. Maybe not as excessive as the Saw, because what are we up to, 10? Or maybe even Halloween, which, I mean, I love, but there's always too many of them. I hope this is even a trilogy. I hope it's a franchise. It leaves it off where it could be a franchise, and we as an audience, I hope it is. Like I said, I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. If you didn't get a chance to see it, go see Brightburn. It will not disappoint. It has horror, superheroes, some comedy. Of course, lighten the moods of those scenes. Some horror and thriller movies always have comedy just to lighten the mood. I thought it was amazing. For what it was. It was cool. It took everyone by surprise. And, I mean, explaining it to people, it's what if Superman was a serial killer? But he was a child, not a full-grown adult yet. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's shorter than my other ones, but I just wanted to get into this. Like I said, it was a spoiler review. So, as always, hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below on any movie you want me to review. Horror, sci-fi, comedy, action, romance, whatever. And tune in next time to Andrew's Movie Corner. As always, my name is Andrew, and I hope you enjoyed the review of Brightburn.